Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Today I'm playing along with Miranda and Lisa in their Christmas Memories Inspiration Hop, and today is Christmas Present. I took that to mean present as in what is currently happening, not as in presents as a gift, because there is another day that we cover that. So I have this paper from One Canoe 2. It's from the Willow collection, and I find that a lot of times you can use all of these papers that are non-Christmas papers, but you can use them in a Christmassy kind of way. So I think that's really helpful, because then if you don't use it for Christmas, you still can use it for some other event. And I have these photos of my daughter and my grandson, and we got together for a play date. These photos are actually from 2019, so it is not present, but I'm working on my 2019 album, and that is one thing that we did in 2019. We got together a couple of times for play dates, and it was just a lot of fun. I'm using these little tiny star cut files. I believe those are Paige Evans. I'm not 100% sure. I did get them from the Advent calendar from Christina Sorge at Redefined Creative, and I just love the size of them. They're just so tiny and detailed. There were a couple of little pieces I had to punch out there, which is not a big deal. And then I am just backing them with this pink paper. I don't want them to be glaring off the page. I want them to kind of be subtle, but I do want them to have a little more pop than if I just put them on without being backed, because my background paper is, or does have white stripes, so you wouldn't be able to see everything. So I really like how they look, and this page is coming together pretty quickly. It is a 6x8, so I decided to use the full 6x8 sheet for this particular layout, and it is my favorite size in this album. It is the easiest for me to work with because it has the largest amount of space, and I am not used to that little 4x6 space or 3x4 space. Those I really do find challenging, but this 6x8, I really do like it. So I decided, since I'm using these 2 star ornaments, to pull in some additional stars, and so I'm looking at what I have for that. And I do know that I want to pull in some additional darker colors. And this paper, I find that it works really well because my daughter's sweater is the red tones, but more in that pinky red versus like tomato red, the orangey red. So I thought by bringing in those darker red tones, it works very well. And then I kind of toyed with using the white bows over the black bows, but I really just liked how the black bows kind of popped and drew your attention more towards the ornaments, rather than the white bows kind of just they were just a little bit too subtle for me. Now that little square piece just says, I believe it says, "Baby, all I want for Christmas is you." And I thought that was the perfect piece to put on here, because I think that's what we all think. We don't really need a whole lot, but we need a whole lot of Noah around, because he's just a little character and he's so sweet. And, when you have little kids, they just make everything more fun, especially during the holidays, seeing their reaction to everything, and especially this being his first holiday that he really had a personality. His very first Christmas, he was only like 2 months old, so there wasn't a whole lot going on for that except for a lot of snuggling. But this one, there's a lot more interest in it from his perspective. So yeah, I did pop these stars up onto some foam tape. Just craft. It's a fun foam from Walmart, so super cheap and really easy to use. And it just gives a little added dimension, so I thought that was a lot of fun. And while I'm thinking about it, let me remind you to go check out the other ladies that are playing along. There's a list of links down below. It'll be links to their channels, not the specific video, so you will have to go and pick which day you want to watch. Today is day 4. If you've been following along, you might have already seen the other videos. If not, then you can choose day 4 or any of the other days that you're interested in. Now I am popping up this other little piece that has a star on it, and I think I do find another star that says Holly Jolly on it, or something to that effect. So I'm just going to add those. I thought I'd bring in all the stars that I could. I don't end up using that little silver one, or half silver. Those are vellum that have been dipped in embossing powder on half of them. And then these buttons, I don't like the actual wood buttons. Once I figured out that you could pop the enamel out of the middle of them, that's what I do with all of them. I don't like so much dimension in my book. It just makes it too thick, especially when they put foam tape on the back of the buttons. That's just ridiculously thick, at least in my opinion. So I choose to pop the center out of the button and use it that way. And I think that's just a whole lot of fun. That's pretty much going to do it for this layout. There's not a whole lot more going on. I do have one more star that I'm going to add, and the close-ups will be coming up in just a few moments. So if you stick around for that, that'd be awesome. And hit like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and spending time with me each day. I hope you guys are having a happy holiday, and if you're not someone who celebrates the holidays, I hope you're just enjoying this video for some inspiration on how to work with some of these smaller sized albums. So I'm going to just throw my journaling on here, and it's just very simple about how we got together, and that is going to pretty much take us to the end of this video. Here come the close-ups. Thanks again for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.